Coming up on DC News Now at noon, a local NAACP leader killed. We'll have a live report about where the investigation stands. And later, caught on camera how two people in Montgomery County stepped up to save someone's life. And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us with the latest check on the forecast. Damon, I have two questions for you, my friend. Will the rain clear out, and are we in for another cloudy afternoon?
That's the question I've been getting all day long, Mark. People are getting sick of this cloudy, rainy weather, though it does look like at least the rain is letting up. We're finally going to start to dry out this afternoon, but that cloud cover, that's the other tricky part. When do these clouds finally clear? We'll let you know in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Developing now, a vacation turns deadly for an NAACP leader from Arlington. Right now, police in Turks and Caicos are investigating the fatal shooting involving Arlington Chapter Vice President Kent Carter. DC News Now's Annalisa Gale is live in Arlington with more. Annalisa, what are we learning this afternoon?
That's right, Mark. Right now we're learning that Kent Carter, the first vice president of the Arlington NAACP chapter, died in Turks and Caicos while on vacation on Sunday while coming back from an excursion. The president of the NAACP Arlington branch telling us that he was an Army veteran, realtor, father to a teenage daughter, and he was also super helpful in the community, helping with several leadership initiatives.
For this organization, I would say it has really shook our foundation, given all that what Ken has done over the years to help uplift our community and work and keep our team together.
And the president of the Arlington NAACP branch, Julius Spain Sr., is calling for a full investigation. We'll get much more into that investigation coming up at 5 and 6. Live in Arlington County today, Annalisa Gale, DC News Now.
Annalisa, thank you. Breaking now, the OPEC alliance, a major contributor when it comes to exporting oil, says that they will be cutting production to support sagging oil prices, a move that could deal the struggling global economy another blow and raise politically sensitive pump prices for drivers. And happening right now, the Dow has fallen around 300 points. The other markets are close behind. S&P is down nearly 50 points. NASDAQ down nearly 200 points. A statement was released this afternoon on behalf of President Biden saying that the president is disappointed by the short-sighted decision by OPEC to cut production quotas while the global economy is dealing with the continued negative impact of Putin's invasion of Ukraine. This decision will have the most negative impact on lower and middle income countries that are already reeling from elevated energy prices. Well, developing now, mismanaged money in Montgomery County Public Schools. The school system's transportation department is accused of mishandling thousands of taxpayer dollars. DC News Now's Lex Juarez explains the situation and how more than $1 million that ended up in an off-books account.
Yeah, almost $650,000 of that $1.2 million was given directly to MCPS employees, and that's according to an audit that was conducted and looked at the dates from October of 2017 to November of last year. Now, the call for a deep investigation came after an internal audit in the fall of 2021 brought to light that there were some questionable purchases on a transportation management employee's employee credit card. Now, these were gift cards, furniture, and items that were shipped to the employee's home. MCPS reported it to the police department, but they also hired that outside firm to take a deeper look. And now, looking at the numbers that they found in that report, it found not only the $1.2 million off the books and almost $650,000 given out to employees, but also that from July of 2016 to January of 2022, $572,000 in questionable charges were made from Transportation Department employee credit cards. Now, as of November 16th of 2021, the account had a balance totaling $535,000. And now the firm that did conduct this audit says that there needs to be more investigating to get to the bottom of it. Montgomery County Public Schools is cooperating with that investigation. I reached out to them and they have since gotten back to me. They tell me that they have been able to recover almost $800,000 of that mishandled money and that the two employees have been fired. as a result of this investigation. Now, if any charges are going to come to those employees, that would be handed down from the Montgomery County Police Department, which is also part of this investigation. In Durwood, Maryland, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Lex. And turning now to Hurricane Ian, officials say that Maryland Task Force 1 is on the ground in heavily damaged areas of Florida. These are photos of the team at some of those locations. Yesterday, they worked in neighborhoods near the beach in Lee County on a search and assessment mission, and also stopped to assist some people living in the area.
Rescue teams with more than 1,000 personnel have gone door to door to 79,000 structures to check on occupants. There's more urban search and rescue capability in Florida since this storm than has ever been in one place, in one state, since 9/11.
And Hurricane Ian may have passed over Florida, but the damage won't be leaving anytime soon. You can just see a glimpse of the devastation left behind by the storm. Homes torn apart and ships pushed out of the water. Officials say over 2,300 people have already been rescued from the flooding and the wreckage throughout the state. The death toll for Ian has risen to at least 80 so far, and emergency personnel continue to search through the hardest hit areas. Happening today, President Biden is joining relief efforts down in Florida. He's headed to the most ravaged parts of the state, and with the pledge that all levels of government, federal, state, and local, will come together to help rebuild the communities. Now, this afternoon, the president will be in Fort Myers, and two of the president's biggest critics, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Rick Scott, will also be joining him. Meteorologist Damon Madsen joins us now. Obviously, Damon, folks in Florida are still trying to recover from that devastating storm here closer to home. When will the rain leave? And, you know, it's the question of, is it going to be another cloudy day in the DMV?
Yeah, that's the crazy part, too. The Florida folks recovering from Ian, and Ian's remnants continue to be the reason we have all the cloud cover and rainfall that we've been having here the last several days. That leftovers of that storm just don't want to depart. We had a pretty soggy day to wake up to with plenty of rain showers very early this morning. Those rain showers have now pretty much dissipated or moved east of us here. Some light sprinkles still lingering about around the D.C. metro, but that is about it. Now, the cloud cover, it is sticking around, but we are expecting some clearing off to the west before this evening wraps up.